Atlanta, Georgia is the largest city in the southeastern part of the United States. Over 1 million people now live here. A major industrial, business, and cultural center, today Atlanta is also becoming the center of a professional sport new in the United States, but known around the world. Soccer football, as it's called here, to distinguish it from American football.
Come on, pair off again, sort yourselves out. Come on, quickly. Back two, up the front, quickly. Come on. Push off. Next two, come on. Next two. 1, 2, down the back, quickly. 1, 2, down the back. Head to front. Head to right. Head to left. Change. Come on, quicker. We're just going through the motions now. That's working it quick.
Atlanta is home of the Chiefs, a club led to national prominence in 2 short years by Phil Woosnam, international football star and coach.
I've never met a group of people who've settled in so well and got to understand each other so well and work so efficiently as these have.
African players on the team include Thomas Willie Evans of Ghana,
Willie is something as a loner as a player.
Kaiser Boy Matung, South Africa,
He's got a very, very clear brain. I foresee a good future for Kaiser Motang in the game.
Freddie Mwila of Zambia,
Freddie is a deceptive player. When you first look at him, he doesn't look particularly strong.
Emmett Kapengwa, also of Zambia,
He has an ability to keep possession of the ball, which very, very few people in the world have.
Woosnam himself is coach and general manager for the Chiefs. He also plays with the team at times. He played 17 games their first season, started 8, scored 8 goals and 7 assists. Patient, intelligent, experienced, he's a skillful player and a skillful coach.
When we first started in this venture now 2 years ago, I wanted English speaking players only. This meant we could communicate with each other, first of all, and also communicate with the public here who didn't know anything about soccer. Now, these boys came from different countries, different ways of life, different walks of life, and it is a tremendous adjustment for all of them. I've never met a group of people who've settled in so well and got to understand each other so well and work so efficiently as these have.
This is an effective role.
Starting with men who had never played together, and in a city where soccer was only a schoolboy's game, Woosnam built a first-class professional team in record time.
It started way back in September of 1966. I just accepted the position here. And previously I'd been coaching in Zambia and other countries in Africa, and I became very aware that there were players down there who, given the opportunity, could develop. I tried to blend in these inexperienced players with some of the experienced players I could get from England, who'd won a few games and lost a few games before. They knew what success and defeat were, and they could stabilize the team.
However he did it, Woosnam built a happy as well as a winning team. The Chiefs have done more than introduce professional soccer to Atlanta. Through clinics set up in public playgrounds and schools, they are helping a generation of young Atlantans understand and enjoy the game and develop skills that can lead to professional soccer careers for American players in years to come. This program was sparked by Howard Mwikuta, a former Zambian school teacher who played for the Chiefs in 1967. He returned to teach the game to Atlanta schoolboys at his own expense.
We are playing soccer. And most players, before he becomes a real player, he started either from this thing, or from that tennis ball. But you are lucky because you have started straight from this one, which is bigger. You cannot miss this ball. I started from a small one, which is very easy to miss.
Anything at all. Just throw the ball behind your head and keep both legs on the ground. Is this understood?
All right? Fine.
Okay. Let's go. Kick it now. That's right. Kick it. That's right. Get it from him. That's the way. Again. Well done. Go.
Take it, stop. Go, Jim. Somebody clear it. Keep it going.
All day long, day after day through the season, Howard Mwikuta and volunteer chiefs move from neighborhood to neighborhood, teaching boys of all ages to play the game.
Well, Howard, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Hello.
Let's go. We're getting ready? Yep.
Well, let's go and do something.
And so in a city where few had heard of the game 2 years before, thousands learned to play soccer.
In last year's program, we visited 400 schools and we met 20,000 children. And at the high school level, for instance, the increase in that 1 year went from 6 to 41 high schools playing soccer. Now they're just about to go into a new season again, so we are told that it's somewhere between 70 and 80 high schools are going to be involved.
Still, in spite of all the hard work, there was time to play. But the hard work of playing professional soccer is never out of anyone's mind, least of all Phil Woosnam's.
Freddie doesn't look as physically strong as most people, and of course he can't deal with physical contact the same as many people in the game. However, he again has a very quick brain to make up for this, and he's got a tremendous desire to work hard at the game. Willie is something as a loner as a player. He probably heads the ball as well as any African player I've ever seen. He's very, very good in the air. He's got two very good feet. He makes no mistakes in the air or on the ground. The main qualities in Emmett's game are on the physical side, his own strength and his own individual skill as a player. He has an ability to keep possession of the ball, which very, very few people in the world have. They can hold off strong people, other people trying to tackle him to gain possession, but he has good balance and good strength and the good technique of handling the ball and so retaining possession. I don't think there's anyone else in our club who has this ability near as effectively as Emmett has this. Kaiser has made more progress than perhaps any of the players I've come across in my previous experience anywhere in the world. He's a very quick person, particularly over 10 yards. I wouldn't like to say he's quick over 100 yards, but over the first 10 yards he is quick.
Such are the men who came to Atlanta 2 years ago, to a city undergoing change from a regional capital bound to its legendary past into a modern, thriving metropolis. A center of art and industry, a center of commerce and of schools, a focal point for much that is new throughout the South. Soccer is only one of the many changes brought to this growing city in the South, and soccer is definitely in Atlanta to stay.
This is a momentous occasion for all of us, whether you're in the Boosters Club or whether you're a part of the Chief's office or if you're just a soccer fan as far as Atlanta's concerned. To have a team of the standing of Santos come into a city like this and play the Chiefs, this is quite something. In fact, I can go as far as to say that probably there are not 4 clubs in the whole of England where we tend to think that soccer grew. There's not 4 clubs that can say that.
To loyal fans, organized into booster clubs, Woosnam explained the importance of playing Santos and the international superstar Pele in an exhibition game in Atlanta.
But I'm quite sure, I'm sure that Pele is quite capable of handling himself in any type of situation. No matter what any other player tends to throw at him, he can cope with the situation. This is what makes him the player he is. This is why he's the greatest player in the world.
This game with Santos would mean more than a simple win or loss to the Chiefs. Today they would measure themselves as individual players and as a team against one of the finest teams in international soccer.
All the way up the field. And if there's not control all the way up the field, we're going to break down. We're going to be one man short. Don't be anxious about tackling sometimes. Listen to what's coming in from the back. Listen to what's being said at the back. Right? Now, if it's not being said, they can't listen. Let's see if we can come out in here as we're going out. No different. Same score as them coming back in here. That'll be a fair repeat for a start. So let's go out there. Let's work hard. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy it.
Come on,
Yeah,
It was a hard-fought game. The Chiefs showed well against Santos and Pele. Atlanta scored first. But Santos recovered quickly. There were moments of strain, but on the whole, the team brought together and coached by Woosnam held up well.
Well, it's an experience for the players to be able to go out there and play against some of the great players in the world. I hope they won't just think of the emotion of it. I hope they will benefit from it and be better players because of it. They will be able to analyze these players to see what makes them tick. Different players are good players for many reasons. It may be an individual skill factor. It may be a speed or a strength or a stamina factor. It may be sheer intelligence and the fact that they can see a new idea and analyze it, and they can use it themselves at some later date. And so intelligence plays a big part here.
Come on, push! Come on, go past him, man.
As far as Atlanta's year concerned, the whole city has taken them to heart, no matter where they've come from, and they're proud to have them here because they've done such a fine job, not only for soccer, but for their homeland.
Santos drove hard against the Chiefs to keep their lead. Pele, number 10, maintained his standing as the world's #1 player. Woosnam himself, number 17, got into the last half of the game. Final score, Santos 6, Atlanta 2.
We've tried international games, we've tried a league, we've tried a development program through the school system. In 10 to 15 years, we should have good players in this country. We can compete anywhere in the world.